So, y'all, it's been a while, right? Since I got on this government's ass about some shit that they into. But I wanted to cover this. I'm sitting out in my truck out in Virginia, right inside of Virginia. Got to go to Ohio in the morning and shit. I saw this video earlier, and I shook my fucking head. Because the Hail Marys that they throwing now, like, they trying everything. You already got them out here going door to door, trying to run up on people like the goddamn Jehovah Witness and them, to bring the shots to your house. You can get it right there in your living room. If you'll let these motherfucking colonizers run up in your crib. Or the allies of the colonizing as caves. Because black folk will be allies. Will be. Everybody will be allies for anti-blackness. Isn't that shit crazy? Right? Whether they are some type of fucking half-breed, or whether they are full-blown black, or no matter where the fuck they coming from, we have motherfuckers coming at us from all angles, at every level, being anti-black. Or, as Kamala Harris here, pushing propaganda directed towards black folk. I'm about to play this fucking little clip. It ain't but like a minute long. Listen to this anti-black ass bullshit that she says. And y'all Christians, we gonna have a talk to. Y'all black ones, we gonna talk to.
I do believe that the act of getting vaccinated is the very essence of what the Bible tells us when it says, love thy neighbor.
Hold on. I might pause it a couple times. Look. Why the fuck when she said that, didn't somebody throw some shit at her? Like, motherfuckers was just like, yeah, couple claps and shit. Like, how do you hear somebody say that getting vaccinated is on some biblical love thy neighbor shit, and you don't throw a shoe at a bitch? Like, throw something at this hoe at this point. God damn.
Because what we know is, one can ask, well, who is one's neighbor?
Right, that's the question.
Is it the person who lives to my left, lives to my right? I know them, may borrow.
Like, the question now is who the neighbor is. Not, bitch, why you say this stupid ass shit. These motherfuckers think they slick. Like, explain this dumb ass shit. Explain. I'm not asking you who the fuck my neighbor is, bitch. I don't need this part.
Sugar, right? But what we know it means when we talk about love thy neighbor is that, yes, it may be the person next door, and it may be the man on the side of the road.
Right.
And it may be
But they treat the man on the side of the road like shit. He's on the side of the road, bitch. Like, let's deal with that first. They on the side of the road. Homeless as fuck. Yeah, can we deal with that? Okay, no. Okay, we'll go back to the Bible and loving neighbors and shit. Okay, we'll play.
Perfect stranger. And in the face of that stranger, you see a friend.
Is that right?
That's what this is about.
Really?
And so by getting vaccinated, you are loving your neighbor.
Oh, shit. Black folk, y'all don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? I know we make light of a lot of shit. At this point, though, can we deal with the facts? Can we? Deal with the fact of the matter that most of the people in this country are white. They've been pushing, some would call this number propaganda. They've been pushing the fact that black people only make up 13% of the population for the last 40 fucking years. But still there is a heavy focus on black people being vaccinated. The door-to-door shit that Joe Biden jumped off started in a black neighborhood in Mecklenburg County, out in Charlotte, North Carolina, which is where I live. Black neighborhood. They ain't showed up on me yet, but y'all know I be out here on this road too. So I don't know if they doing the weekend shit or not, but I be on the road, so I ain't seen the motherfuckers. But black neighborhood first. You see these black entertainers, you know, these jingles they coming up with for it. You got the shit Juvenile just did. Is there a fucking limit to the amount of propaganda we're seeing towards very directed at the black community as far as these vaccinations are concerned? If we only 13% of the population, bitch, that means you can just vaccinate your people and everything will be all right. There'll be this blanketed immunity that y'all talk about, right? Wouldn't that be enough? Just to get your fellow caves on board with you? But they ain't want to focus on that. They focusing on us. Don't that make you look at this shit stupid, though? Like, even if you have it up until this point, do you see what all they doing? Directed specifically at you. Now you got Kamala out here using the Bible. This is one of black folks' biggest weaknesses. One of our biggest weaknesses is motherfuckers being able to use religion to propagandize their missions, even if it's to our detriment. They're going to propagandize your religion. They know you on your knees begging white Jesus to come save your ass anyway. Waiting on cave Jesus to part the fucking sky. They know you doing that on a daily basis. Begging and praying to this motherfucker. So they're going to use religion. Love your neighbor. Like, this is a part of your religious duty as a Christian. Love your neighbor. Go get this shot. It's for everybody. It's going to help everybody. Even though they keep coming out with new variants, more deadly variants. The Delta variant is out now, right? Even though people dying, getting the vaccine, catching COVID, like all this stuff don't even really matter. They're going back to making people wearing face masks heavy again. Now, any child older than 2 should have on a face mask. They're going backwards now. Because they saw that the initial barrage of fear-mongering propaganda didn't go as effective as they planned. And I'll give the people credit for that. Because I don't be giving people credit a lot because we do a lot of stupid ass shit. But I'll give the people credit for it. That first wave of fear-mongering didn't work. Now they on a second, third, and fourth wave. They got to dial some shit back. Go back to act like they're caring about people dying and shit. Just so you can go out here and get this vaccine. They're going to be requiring it more when you go into certain businesses to get certain jobs, or for you to have certain freedoms if you got this vaccine, so-called vaccine. That should be goddamn misinformation in itself. Because they talking about how people putting misinformation about the vaccine out there, but yet you get to call it a vaccine. Like, that's the most disinformation upon the title of this shit. Upon how you pushing it out here. The disinformation is already in the atmosphere. And you put it there. You lying. Your first wave of propaganda didn't work. Black folk didn't line up like we did with the Tuskegee shit. We were a little bit more skeptical this time. So now they got a double, triple, quadruple down on the fear-mongering and propaganda. That's all this is. They're going to squeeze and squeeze and squeeze until motherfuckers are scared as fuck. Or until they're completely affecting somebody's livelihood. When you're going to have to be forced to have it to be at your job. They're going to go into their full court press. They're going to have to. Y'all not scared enough. And they're going to use your religion against you because they know that Christianity and fear go hand in hand. The perfect fucking couple right here. They go hand in hand. if I can get you to believe in this shit, then I can also, manipulate you into believing you are doing the will of your invisible cave God, cave Jesus, the savior of the people. You do this for him. Because he told you to love your neighbor, People that are dumb enough, ignorant enough, I won't even call them dumb. I'll double back. People who are ignorant enough to not break free from religious indoctrination at this age are problematic. People who got total faith in the Bible, total faith in his word, total faith in him coming back one day, total faith in, God creating the earth in 7 days and seas parting and Noah's ark and, testing Jacob like he did. Lions den, walking on water, raising people from the fucking dead. If you gonna believe all that, and not make it allegorical by the time you're an adult, at best allegorical, then you got a goddamn problem. That's how I feel. They know you got a problem though, and thus they're gonna use your religion against you and send y'all's pink and green Chuck Taylor wearing, cool, hip, closest thing y'all can get to a black woman in office, black woman. Like, it's the closest they will let you get this time. So they're gonna send her out here to say this shit. Like she a whole Indian and sitting here believing in God heavy. How you believing in God in the Bible that speaks about righteousness and you're not in there exposing the fuck out of this government every time we see your face? You can't do that though. Because God ain't going to protect you from getting hit. You see. If she believe in God, so if any of these political motherfuckers, and that might be crazy. But we talking about righteousness. I know that's in the Bible. I remember, right? If we talking about righteousness, you believe in God, love your neighbor, tell the fucking truth. Expose this fuckery for what it is. Do not get on TV talking to me, quoting the fucking Bible, using people's religion as a fucking propagandized manipulation tool to control their behavior. And not like you doing me a kindness. Like you just gave me a motivational fucking speech. We should be insulted by this type of bullshit. If you love your neighbor, you want to tell him the truth. You start there at least, right? You don't come out here and push a vaccine that you shouldn't even be calling a vaccine, considering the facts. You still do it anyway. Quote the Bible. Black people should be very, very insulted by this. Insulted. But y'all still believing in this bullshit. Gonna keep passing this shit down to your kids. And it's gonna make them weak enough to where they can come out here and quote the Bible, find a chapter, find a verse to justify fuckery. Like pushing some vaccines that don't even fucking work, that shouldn't even be called vaccines. But they're dealing in the word of God. Anybody that trusts this government, and particularly if you are black, even identifying as such, whatever you call yourself. I know y'all like to break it down. You might be Muslim, Moorish, or whatever the fuck you want to be today. If you identify as black, melanated, whatever you want to call it, and you trust this fucking government, At this point, that is a mental illness that they exploit every time. They're having a harder time now. And I feel like we should keep making it tough for these motherfuckers. It's not going to work. What you've been doing isn't going to work. Come harder. You're going to have to. Because having Juvenile fuck his song up. Having him do that, record that, hear the playback, and still put it out, that's a feat. Like, to go through the entire process is a feat. That's not enough. We see you working hard. You bitch-made motherfucker. Murderous, genocidal maniac. Money over everything is your motherfucking motto. We've seen that. But that ain't gonna work. Having Kamala get her whole bitch ass on TV and talk about loving somebody's goddamn neighbor, bitch, that's not gonna work. You can send out LeBron. You can send out Beyonce. You can send out anybody you fucking want to, telling us to take this shit. And we still not gonna do it. And you can be mad about it. You can be mad. That's allowed. You can be fucking mad. But we not going for that bullshit. And you gonna see people rise and at least stand up against this shit. I'm proud of what we've done so far. I just hope we keep it tight. Because they still scrambling to get their motherfucking numbers. And really, the way they targeting black folk, we should really be side-eyeing the fuck out of that shit. Because all they have to do is get all these caves on the same page. But the caves ain't even fucking with it. They was anti-vax before this. So you come out with some new hot shit and you think they gonna fall in line? No, they not. But you can't get them. Because they gonna stand true to their guns. And they know that them caves stand true to their motherfucking gun. They don't believe in it, goddammit. They not fucking with it. You know, you can come out and manipulate black folk, though. That's why you focus on us so hard. I know your tricks and games. A lot of black folk call these, recognizing these tricks and games conspiracies. But I know your tricks and games. And you play the same shit every time. And now you're on your fourth motherfucking try. And it ain't gonna work on us. That's all the fuck I wanted to say, y'all. Y'all comment, man. Let me know if you saw this shit, what you thought about this. Do you see how fucking diabolical this shit is? Or are you gonna chalk it up as the government trying to do what's right by you? You still gonna trust them like that? But y'all let me know what the fuck y'all think. Shout out Team Rob. Y'all already know what the fuck it is. Black first, second, and third. And we see these motherfuckers. And Kamala, y'all didn't even fool us when the bitch was running. We kept up with what she was doing over in LA, not giving a fuck about black folk over there in Cali and shit. And we still don't believe that bitch right now. You sent her, but that bitch ain't working. Not on us. That's all the fuck I wanted to say. I'm out.